What's good? Welcome back to the channel, guys. In today's video, we're going to be sharing replays of this double overgrowth root rider Valkyrie smash attack again. There's a couple people in my clan using this attack, and my man Anonymous came in with a perfect day at that 5700 trophy range. So we're going to break this down in a couple videos and show you guys 4 replays today of this army and break down and give some great tips from Anonymous and what he thinks about when he's attacking. Let's get right into the action. Alright, on this first attack, we have this ring diamond style base, and I know that this has been a struggle for a lot of people hitting with this attack on this style bases, so we're trying to bring you some of these difficult bases, that way we can show you guys how to hit these bases. He did not actually get the siege barracks before he came in with his clan castle, so he actually has a battle drill on this one, so not normal. Obviously, we want to use the siege barracks because it's better on funneling. So, but where he places the battle drill is where he would have placed the siege barracks. And then also on these style bases, we've found it more effective to try to send the king with the main army and not use the king to funnel. So you can see here, we're going to start down at 6 o'clock. We would have used the siege barracks over there, but it's actually a battle drill. So we're going to have the king and the whole entire army come down through that 6 o'clock section. The only hero we did not play right away was the royal champion. And you also want to use your first overgrowth spell on this style base to help create funneling on that other side. Obviously, normally you would have the siege barracks going and use the overgrowth on the other side to push those troops into the town hall and then to the other side of the base as well. Now we're going to use that royal champion over here on the other side, where we're going to take out that compartment with the single target inferno ricochet cannons. And then we're going to use that second overgrowth to trap down the exact same area. That way our troops can finish off all of these other defenses first, and then we'll finish off that last compartment. Just real quick, I believe we're using the same hero equipment, but Rage Vial and King's Gauntlet, Frozen Arrow, Invisibility Vial, Eternal Tome and Healing Tome, and then we got the Haste Vial and Royal Gem. So yeah, that's the equipment that we like the most with this attack. We haven't really tried anything else. We thought about using heals instead of the internal or the healing tome, and then use a rage gem, but the healing tome is just very good. The problem with the healing spells is your troops get out of those healing spells very fast, and obviously the healing tome effect goes with them for the duration of the time, so you can guarantee you're going to get that maximum amount of health. Where with the healing spell, especially if you put a rage down or you're in a rage gem, they're going to be out of that so quick. But this is a quick, easy guide on how to attack these ring style bases. Attack from a corner, use that king with the main army. Obviously the siege barracks would have been over there where the battle drill is for the funneling. And then he also used one overgrowth on one side to create the funnel, and then the RC on the other side to help take out them other defenses and keep the funnel going. Alright, on this second attack, we have this ring style base with a more compact centralized town hall compartment. And I will say on this one, Anonymous had mentioned that he likes to try to use the overgrowth spell on bases like this on the same side as the king. That way we can preserve the king's health. Okay, I will say though, since the CC got pulled, Anonymous said he used the overgrowth over there because he wanted his P.E.K.K.A.s and wizards to live long enough to deal with that CC on their own. That way they would not distract the main army. So very smart move there. And we also trapped down that monolith so we didn't have to worry about the monolith. But normally we would use it on the same side as the king. I actually have been using it on the same side as the siege barracks, but he has a really good point. Using it with the king, keep the king healthy, try to preserve his ability, and then obviously so you don't have to use that Phoenix ability too early in the attack as well. And you can see the second overgrowth is going to come down on the same area, trapping down those buildings for the next 28 seconds, I believe it is. And we're going to use a rage on the Root Riders Valkyries to push out of that town hall compartment and into this backside compartment, finish off this ricochet cannon. And this looks like one that we might see our troops kind of chilling for a minute. RC finally came in over here. I will say Anonymous, he definitely is a believer in holding on to the RC. I usually like using the RC in the main army. It's really just preference, you know. RC is very strong, and it can also help with funneling later on, but I also think the RC is very strong at the main army. It's really just user preference. I don't know if there's a better one way or another, which way's better, but you know, that's just my preference. I like putting the RC with the main army, but she's very good for funneling. You know, if you want to try to keep the troops funneling in that L shape in this style attack, you could definitely place her down on the side with the king and stuff and take out a compartment and help those troops funnel. But she's gonna live, I feel like, live a little bit longer, hopefully, if you put her with the main army, and you're gonna be able to keep that ability for longer too. But you know, the way he did it here, she was able to take out those defenses very easily and push through to help get the triple. All right, on this third one, I will say the tip he gave on this one was, if you can lure the CC and just deal with it. With this army attack, you're not going to have to worry about time. You can see where the clan castle is up here. We're going to lure that CC, and we still had 2 minutes 45 seconds. So we still had 15 seconds left when we got this triple. Obviously, if it's ice golems, you don't want to have to deal with the ice golems. And on this box style diamond base, you're going to want to push through that town hall compartment first. So you're not going to want to have to push straight into ice golems. I mean, so that's the reason why we do it here. So you're going to see we're going to use a couple of Valkyries over here. Make sure the CC's coming all the way down. And then we're going to deal with the rocket loons and the Valkyries. Rocket loons are going to go down to the poison eventually. And then these Valkyries are going to help take out the ice golems. And then we're going to use the root riders up here. You can see only 2 minutes left in the attack. And we obviously only had 5% of the base smashed. So 2 minutes and this base is cleared by this army. So time is not an issue if you want to go ahead and deal with the CC. It's not going to be a problem. So we're going to use, you see the siege barracks on one side. Siege barracks does get targeted for a minute, so we don't get as many wizards, which is a little bit unfortunate. But you can see we're going to use that overgrowth on the other side of the siege barracks to ensure that we're going to get that proper funnel. He does place a couple more Valkyries over here to get rid of that last ice golem. But we are going to funnel very well. You can see we got a nice little L shape from this point. After the town hall goes down, we're going to drop that overgrowth in the exact same spot, trap down those bullies again, and we have rage, freeze, and skeleton spell to get us through the backside of this base. We still have plenty of troops alive. Still got the king, queen, and RC ability as well. This is one too, like we said on the previous kind of diamond style base, we're going to use that barbarian king with the main army. That's why we use the overgrowth on the other side to funnel. And then that's going to allow our barbarian king to stay healthy, tank for these troops. And then we're going to have his ability at the end of the attack when we need to get through these last remaining defenses, which is always a big help because that king's gauntlet is insane. So you see RC breaks off to go destroy some of these buildings, pop her ability, haste vial, and royal gem. She's going to take out some of the big ones like the scatter shot. And then we're just going to have to deal with an expo and a multi-target inferno. So this base is smashed at this point. And we still have a free spell, which is great. And we still, obviously still got the king and the queen ability as well. So this one I feel like is pretty self-explanatory for you guys. Pull that CC, deal with it, use siege barracks on one side, overgrowth on the other, and put the entire main army down through the middle, through that town hall compartment, and then your army will finish off the rest for you. All right, on this fourth triple and final one in Legends League, we have this giant box style base with the double invisibility towers in the middle. We've seen this base and variations of it, and it's starting to come back a little bit just because spam is just so strong. So we're going to show you guys how to triple this one. We're going to use a root rider Valkyrie on this one side, wide funnel. That was one of the things he said. Try to get a wide funnel, push everything right through the middle. So you siege barracks and a root rider on one side, root rider and a couple Valkyries on the other side. Everything else right down through the middle, except for the royal champion. And we're going to push up through into that eagle artillery compartment. You can see with that wide funnel, that's what we're going to end up doing. Barbarian king and the Valkyries end up walking, but that's okay. We're going to be able to pick up some value over there. Did miss time the freeze, which was a little unfortunate here, but he did say we want to trap that backside invisibility tower, obviously, so that we don't have to deal with it right away. Now we're going to see that horde ability come through with a rage spell, take out that town hall. We actually had the barbarian king rejoin the main army, which is incredible. Have some Valkyries coming out of the siege barracks over here, and then we're going to use that RC with the Valkyries as well. And we're going to freeze down the invisibility tower, actually. Pop that king ability to be able to get through some of these defenses, which is going to be helpful. I think we got through, I don't even know if we got through one of them. But we still have another overgrowth spell. We're going to go ahead and take out this middle compartment. We lost a lot of... So we use the Overgrowth on the Monolith and Expos and a couple Teslas as well. This one kind of got real sloppy for him real quick. He ended up losing all of his Root Riders and all the Valkyries. But you can see with the heroes, we're still going to be able to pick up this triple on this base. RC, so this is another reason why Anonymous likes to hold on to that RC as long as possible, because that RC comes in fully healthy, takes out that left side of the base, and then able to push down through with their ability to take out some stuff as well. And then this Phoenix on the Barbarian King is going to help out a lot. Be able to take down the Monolith, which was the big defense, and then we're going to be able to take down the Expo as well. That one got a little scary there for a second, but you know, that's why we definitely lean on our heroes sometimes to clean up some stuff. And with the new hero equipment, it's definitely a lot more possible. This base, I feel like the attack would have went a little smoother for him if that freeze would have hit first on the invisibility. And then possibly if we would have monolithed or hit that second Overgrowth a little earlier on the Monolith, we wouldn't have taken as much damage from the Monolith. But either way, it's still a triple. You know, heroes finish it off for us. This base is very, very hard to hit. So if you guys have this in your clan and people have this base, do some friendly challenges and get better at hitting these ones, because these double invisibility spell tower bases in the middle like this are very, very tricky for any army, except for maybe like Zap, because you could zap out a portion of it and not have to deal with the invisibility. All right, I wanted to show you guys one friendly challenge as well with Anonymous hitting my base. One of the bases that I kind of swap in and out from Legends, League, and War. These bases, obviously this style attack can really hit these bases hard and take them out. But it's still not a bad base. It's a little bit burnt, so it gets tripled quite a bit sometimes. But every now and then I'll swap it out. I got like 5 or 6 new bases that we found and we're going to be trying out here in the future. But we're going to use that Barbarian King, a couple Valkyries on one side, Siege Barracks on the other side, get a quick funnel. You see the beautiful funnel for the main army. And then here's the perfect tip here that Anonymous had pointed out. We're going to use that Overgrowth on the side of the Barbarian King, keep that Barbarian King healthy. And this is going to funnel the main army to the other side, take out these defenses. And then we're going to be able to deal with them Ice Golems as well. But this way we're able to save that King's Gauntlet for a little bit longer with the King ability, which we do find the Queen, which is a little unfortunate, but Barbarian King's going to take out that Queen real quick. Overgrowth, second one is going to come down, trap those buildings down. That way the King stays a little bit healthy. And then that King ability is going to go full force, take out a lot of those buildings. Still have the Phoenix on him a lot. Also, we also just use the RC. So, Anonymous loves hanging on to the RC until he knows he's going to triple. That is the one thing he told me before. Like to hang on to that RC until I know I'm going to triple, because it's always the ace in the pocket. I like the RC with the main army, but that's just me. You know, it's kind of just user preference, like we said in the previous attack. But we have that skeleton spell, going to use that now in this area. I mean, at this point, we get the King, the Queen, and the RC ability still, and a lot of healthy troops to take out the rest of this base. And this one's just smashed. It's just absolutely smashed. I don't think this base is going to be in the base cycles in the near future. We're gonna have to find a new base. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. As always, I appreciate you guys stopping in on an everyday basis and supporting the channel. I don't want to overdo it with showing you guys this attack, so let me know if it's too much. Obviously, we'll show you guys something else. We're going to show you guys war attacks as well and Clan War League updates as well in the near future. But this attack is just insane. And when I have clan mates getting perfect days with it up in that 5,700 trophy range, it's really hard not to show you guys these bases, because I know you guys enjoy this attack. And I really hope that it's bringing you guys a lot of triples. I know one user told me yesterday on a comment that he had back-to-back perfect days, 16 for 16 on triples in Legends League, which is just absolutely insane. So I'm glad the attack's working for you guys, and it's super strong, and Overgrowth is a very, very powerful spell. We'll catch you next time.